So my thoughts on day two of 49ers training camp. So we're getting the idea of what our offense is looking like so far. I mean, very consistent. So Brock Purdy may have had an off day yesterday, but today he was on a flow, man. So he was on a roll, completing some passes here and there. So you're seeing it with Mac Jones also picking up the offense on the second team. You're seeing Demarcus Robinson just making consistent plays, man. This guy's been really reliable. He's been really trusted and most underrated pickup this offseason. Jawan Jennings, he has proven why he deserves a contract extension. It just proves otherwise. I mean, outside of those two wide receivers that I just mentioned, you are kind of looking at a guy like Isaiah Nair. Isaiah Nair is just making some nice catches. He's got speed. I see a play from Mac Jones taking a deep shot down the field, and Nair just made a nice catch. He was kind of like in triple coverage almost and made that nice catch. The only positive side that I saw on the defense was Mikael Williams. Mikael Williams, to me, is hands down a pretty damn good prospect, man. This guy drafted out of Georgia. The reviews that I've heard from Trent Williams and a lot of that stuff, man, it's starting to show some huge props. I mean, the fact that he's even comparing him to like a much lighter version of DeForest Buckner if he was playing the edge. I mean, you'll look at the talent. Mikael Williams has that natural strength. He just needs to work on some tools on how to use techniques on how to win these battles, but he's got some natural strength. And that can translate pretty well, but if he wants to go at the next level and be a good pass rusher, it's going to have to come with techniques. And learning from Trent Williams by taking pointers from this guy because he plays the offensive line position. He's going to show him the tendency of what offensive line will do to him and what he can do to get better. I think you pick pointers from a guy like Trent and spending time in Cabo for that vacation and be able to learn more about the game and all that stuff. It gives you the knowledge. So Brock Purdy, I think when you look at Brock Purdy, man, he's coming in with the same approach that he's always been. He's just going to work a lot harder. It doesn't really change him as much as everybody says. So there's a lot of question marks on the Niners defense. I mean, how the hell the Niners offense just torching that Niners defense? I mean, the secondary, to me, just seems a little suspect. The coverage is just a little insane. You got to be kidding me. So 85% of the passes were completed. So the secondary, outside of Lenoir, it's like you have to scratch your head and say, what can the Hunters do to improve? You're kind of curious. So there's options in free agency. I mean, I don't think we're going to go that route, but Justin Simmons happens to be out there. I mean, you got Asante Samuel. If he can check the physical, then maybe you take a flyer on this kid. I mean, but there's got to be better ways to improve, man. But we'll see. Maybe this is just a work in progress. Maybe we're just overreacting. And plus, they're not even in pads, so they're more just doing a little bit of no pads and all that stuff. So we'll get an idea for this upcoming week. Maybe Monday we'll get an idea on how they look. But I just think the defense just hasn't really looked as good as everybody is saying, But that part comes with progress. When you're watching what Robert Saleh is talking about, it makes a lot of sense on why some of these guys are making progress. And it takes time for some of them to adjust because they're youngsters. So I think you're going to see it slowly become a thing going into the season. We might have some lumps here and there, but that would be okay. As long as you can correct those and get better down the stretch, that's all that matters because we got a lot of young guys. So a lot of that stuff will have to be fixed from here on out. When you look at the way how the offense, maybe this year's offense is going to be special. Last year, we just weren't able to capitalize in the red zone often. We had no problem moving down the field. It's just we couldn't finish these plays at times, and that's what resulted to field goals. So you're seeing that a lot of this competition is going to make this team even better. Maybe the wide receiver core may not be the biggest name in the world, but they tend to make up for this. So it's a matter of how we're going to break out as an offensive unit. So I'm not too concerned about the offense. I think they're going to do just fine. The defense with the secondary might have a little question mark, so we'll see. You know what I mean?